Rover. Fancy running into you here. Won't you dine with me? Ms. Margarita asked me to sample her newest pizza. But my goodness, these portions.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while clearing the abandoned library? A manuscript of a poem with an accompanying music sheet. The public has already caught wind of its contents. Did you know it was signed as Golden Anthem? They say it was their last work, written aboard the Pilgrim's Sail. I reckon the original finder fished it out the sea and put it in the library, not knowing what it was.
Shh, quiet. They're criminals. You best not mention them in public.
Shh. That name is not to be spoken of in Ragusa. Simply put, the Golden Anthem was once a renowned poets' society. Their 3 members were once the Sentinel's cantors, but the Order banished them for insulting the divinity. Allegedly, their pilgrim sail caught fire and none on board survived, and thus their last known work disappeared.
Well, since the manuscript is no longer secret, how does the tune sound?
Give me a second. Let me think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons, just as this very article suggests. Friends, it's been too long. I gather you were also listening in on that conversation about the Golden Anthem's last work?
What did you mean by daemons?
Resentful of the Order's verdict, they committed to paper a curse upon Rinascita and Ragusa. Those favored by the divinity were the most willing to raise the blade of rebellion, for they alone knew how to make divinity bleed and doctrines crumble. Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered in their music and poetry, transforming into horrors known as daemons. Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread. This article was recently published in the Ragusa Literary Journal. Quite the perspective, wouldn't you say? Vengeance born of resentment. Such dark and twisted characters are hard to resist. Perhaps someone unwittingly played that tune just now and opened the plushies to possession by the daemons. Then again, it's all conjecture. Those in the Poets' Society died years ago, and who's to say what really happened? Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist, well, out of all the patrons here, they went straight for you, Rover. Curious and curious. By the way, it just so happens that I made a copy of the Poet Society's last work. Here, take it. Consider it a little souvenir from your spirited encounter. Maybe it'll prove useful later. Goodbye, friends. A change of venue is in order. I must finish my play.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread. Unverifiable, yes, but not entirely dismissible. So, let's start at the very beginning. I have a friend who's an expert in deciphering music. She who resembles Topaz should still be near Whisperwind Haven at this hour. In her world, poetry and music hold equal sway. Shh. Listen carefully.
On the tapestry of times, strum my strings for the endless dance of time. free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings, let the twilight soothe our
Follow the
skin.
song to find
In the
her.
sky we're forever wild and free.
Rover! Carlotta! It's been too long.
You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you sing it when I was little. When I was a child, whenever I passed by Chacona's house, I'd always hear music drifting from the courtyard. Lively, spirited, and so full of emotion.
I remember it well. Those two guards of yours were like giants from Septimont. Easily 200 pounds of pure muscle.
Back then, Chacona's family conducted the Order's choir.
How should I put it? Well, as they say, families are always rising and falling. But a song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or beneath the open sky. As for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Anyway, the two of you came in such a hurry. I suppose you're not here to take in the music? Oh, so you eavesdropped on a man rambling on in C3 sharp, and then, poof, out pops a monster. It is the point. I need to know what kind of music could possibly have the power to conjure up those monsters of yours. The Golden Anthem. That name should never be spoken. They're criminals. To conspire with them is to risk banishment at sea. Or worse.
Don't worry. This won't be the first time we've crossed paths with the Order.
Fine. From what you've told me, the composers of this poem cursed Rinascita, spelling the fall of Raguena. When the poem is played, some type of horror appears. If I understand correctly, that's what attacked you and Carlotta. If you ask me, this story is a right load of codswallop. I don't believe a simple little poem could curse Rinascita.
Then
We need to get to the heart of this poem and music mystery. Let me join you. I can't resist a good adventure. I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. But in return, I want you to hand these pages to me for safekeeping. Then we have a deal. Since you believe this music summons them, how about we test it for ourselves? I've already memorized the sheet music.
it's risky, but there's no surer way to find out. Wouldn't you agree, Rover?
The final work of poets banished to distant seas and condemned to death. What, I wonder, did the verses forged in flames truly sing of?
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
A perfect chord. Ta-da! A grand opening.
Lend me your strength.
Hey!
Synchronization.
The wicked will face judgment. I am the Tempest.
Together we fight! Let it end. Thanks for watching. Let the show begin. Strike is one. Let me go his way.
Wind calls, waves follow.
The thunder guide us. Evil be cleansed.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing furnace shall forge Raguna's.
They wanted their resentment to echo through the streets.
This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and stories to life. No.
They burn.
Perhaps it was as simple. No one knew exactly what happened. Yes. Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind imagination knows no bounds? If left unchecked, such incidents will... Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is desperate to hide. Let's pick up where we left off. What? Let's pick up where we left off. Let's pick up where we left off. Let's pick up where we left off. If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is... Music and poetry... I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only it could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da do 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 do. La da na 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 dum ba da da da. Ta-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise. This is where Raguna's musicians lay their old instruments to rest. For the people of Raguna, the sea is everything. We live and sleep by the sea, and our souls drift out to... Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, it's only fitting that it's buried by the sea. May its dreams be long and sweet before returning to the wave. I'm certain this is where the poets of the Golden Anthem laid their instruments to rest before their banishment. What's wrong? You seem troubled. Is that what's been on your mind this whole time? I say, If the answers aren't coming, let it all go and clear your mind. To be honest, I haven't found any leads either. But worry not, this is what we bards call a bottleneck. Once, I spent 3 days just trying to find the right words to describe a tree. I sensed the melody of an instrument close by. A harp. It's in excellent condition, but it's... Is that a lute? Its echoes are faint. Wait. The sound maybe we... It seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Poets Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind. Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command. Lend me your strength.
One with the sounds. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds!
Perfect wrap-up, a perfect chord. Listen, the trio of destiny. The timbre also matches. Sometimes, even when the instruments are the same. Listen, I hear something up ahead. It seems like an interrogation room. We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single misstep.
Farrell of the Golden Anthem. Know that Imperator is stern. The Codex teaches us that those whose sins are...
Neither official nor private records show them as...
Farrell's gone mad!
I knew this was...
I understand.
The melody is fading faster now and become...
Where is this place?
They were clearly the Sentinel's cantors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity? This is a... The night sky will be illuminated by...
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead banished us to the sea. Our thirst for truth is, no matter what, remember this. The truth will all...
Rover? Rover, finally I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
I just walked into a study and ran into a strange little girl. She mentioned a name. Chakona Takata.
I see. I don't know who you met, but Takata is my family name. As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Just call me Chakona. We don't need to... Well, we have made some progress. The melody we were in gave me a hint on what to do next. Yes, seeing as they...
yet. No.
She's not here either. Oh, greetings, brother and sister. Might I ask, have you seen someone dressed like us who likes to walk with her head down?
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head down. She must have gotten into some trouble. Thank you for the compliment, sir. These are our ceremonial robes. Racer is our lead chorister. We took a break from rehearsing.
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate.
My name is Jacona.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you can finish your game of hide and seek.
Hide and seek, right. Myron and the others are waiting for me. Sorry.
How about a little chat first?
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage. It sounds like a...
Degenerates! This is mad! What he said about the common folk.
What a mess. Strange.
afternoon tea. There. Look at this. Miss, this study is a secret. You must know.
Oh, what splendid singing! Even the laureate was enraptured.
Racer did wonderfully. Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what...
So, what did you see?
The Poet Society was their assumptions.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poet Society. Did you find any other clues? Next time we venture into the realm of...
Leave it to me.
I've heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first. Bonfire poet.
Leave it to me.
This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking. It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avon? Miss Margarita! The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the star. If you wish to hear their true voice as the fire, if the poets, this charade, tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House.
This can't... This is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival. As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside source, it was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. It's possible this was a sham all along. Now, considering the fact that I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of his I'll have someone follow this. We should also share these findings with Chacona.
That's strange.
Just like when we were children. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Chacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbour earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't. She did look quite down, though.
Thank you for letting us...
The young birds left thick.
An interrogation room.
Thank you for understanding everything. Is there anyone else here besides you? This is how it all started. It didn't take long for the Order to, as you've already usually, as for the fire in the past, in the world, but the Order was afraid. The Golden Anthem, I still remember.
Don't see it, only this.
Father wanted, I wrote, so the Poet Society now, but this time, I have you.
Like I said, there are hints of this.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything.
This song. It's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
So, Miss Poet, Have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our skin.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you till the end.
A penniless bard and the laureate roving in a forest. But as long as the masked hero suddenly appeared, rescuing the bard right when she was about to be apprehended by the Order. But that's a story for another time.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, you step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whisperwind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you,
I will continue to sing.
as long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade.
My Lord Primus,